102 Jams, man. Santillian, the 5-footer, definitely in the building. The homie is here, man. Travel all the way from Compton, California to Greensboro, North Carolina, man. Kendrick Lamar, man. How you feeling?
What's up? I'm feeling good.
All right.
Good. Yeah.
Yo, good to meet you, dog.
Nice to meet you too.
Straight from the door. Been a fan for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Since the EP.
Oh, dope, man.
You know what I mean? And dog, you know, me personally, I'm coming at you as a fan right now because when I listen to the music, a lot of music out right now, and you know, artists do their thing. But you're at the top of the pinnacle for me. You've been holding me down for the past couple of years. I say you, Cole, Nas, you know what I mean? Right. So you see what vein I'm in with the music.
Okay.
So I appreciate the music that you're putting out.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you for listening.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me ask you, man, I think maybe initially you being out of Compton, California, I don't know that, you know, people have perceptions, right? I don't necessarily feel like your music falls into a perception or falls into a box. So what is it about you and your squad, really, the whole TDE clique, that makes y'all so different? What's your approach?
I think just a mindset of willing to, you know, keep that West Coast, you know, type of body of work and influence, but also being this new generation and knowing that, you know, we can explore other ideas and not really stay pigeonholed into what the world thinks gangster rap supposed to sound like all the time. Right. You know, and I think it's just new. I think it's just us, you know, not being afraid to try new things and new sounds, and it works. Yeah, no doubt. Another thing about your music is, like, you still paint that picture that people are familiar with. You know what I mean, as far as the West Coast and the gangster lifestyle. But what I get from it is somebody that was born in that environment, you know what I mean, but didn't let the environment overtake them. That's
you know what I mean?
What it is.
Okay, but some of the hardships that you might have went through back in Compton, you know what I mean? Did you feel like at some point you weren't going to make it?
All the time. I felt like more not going to make it than making it.
What was maybe a turning point where that started to change?
When it started to change, probably when I found some type of positivity, you know, and that positivity was doing music. When I really locked in and, you know, seeing that this was a not just something I like to do, but an actual gift from God. You know, when I kept on constantly coming up with rhymes and songs, I said, you know what, this may be it for me. You know, this may be my way out to do better, not for myself, but, you know, for the people around me. Right. The album, the skits on the album, they showcase your family. They showcase your friends and your environment so well. Like, when I'm listening to it, I don't feel like you said, all right, Mom, I need you to say this right now. Or, all right, Dad, I need you to say this right now. Like, is it a situation where you really captured some of these moments, or did you really have to kind of walk them through it a little bit? It was really just them being themselves, you know, in the studio. They were just being themselves. But they was in the studio, though. It's not like you was in the crib and caught your mom, you know what I mean, complaining about the band and all that. You feel me? I just had them sit down and just talk about old memories and stuff like that. They didn't know the mic was on, though. Oh, okay. So, it sound natural. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it sound natural. That's them. That's them. That's dope, man. You're from what we know from the album, your family came out to from Chicago to L.A. I know a lot of people make moves to try to better their family situation. Right. You know, from what we know from Compton, that's not the place that you move your family to. Yeah. You know what I mean? They really didn't know yet. They just fell into it. Had all the places in California. That was the place. Right. They went straight over there, straight to a hotel in Compton. They've been there since. How old were you when they moved, or were you even born yet? I wasn't born. You weren't even born yet? They came in '84. I was born. They had me 3 years later. '87. Yeah. That's interesting too, man, because I feel like the depth of what you do lyrically and musically, a lot of people that age, you know what I'm saying, don't necessarily have the history that obviously you're familiar with, with the music. You know what I mean? I don't hear a bunch of people that were born in '87 or later talking about some of that early Nas or Jay or a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? How is it that you were exposed to those things? I think you know, my generation, it was just that generation. We was raised in a household where our parents was playing this music. You know, so we reflecting from that. You know, so your parents were the ones playing the early. They was playing all that stuff. You know, and I think that's how it happens. You know, like, say your daughter's your daughter, right? Absolutely. Okay, so you're playing good music in the house. So if she ever comes out to want to be an artist or know friends that do music, they'll be inspired from what you was playing. You know, rather than, you know, if we was listening to crazy music that really wasn't fulfilling the culture. It'd be something different because she know the music. I think that's what happens. You know, it trickled down to me, and when I came out, started doing music myself, I can only have the memories of what, you know, we used to listen to, what my pops and what my uncle used to listen to. So it's really just me being influenced by that was played in the household.
That's interesting because you're telling the story about how your parents did that for you.
Yeah.
I do the same thing with them. Like, when I told my kids that you were going to be here today, she's excited.
Yeah.
She's talking about, she's tearing off pieces of construction paper, talking about, I need to get his autograph. You know what I mean?
Cute.
Yeah. I have an older daughter who's 13. You know what I mean? And I try to share music with them. You know, I might play clean versions or whatever, but I try to share specific things.
Yeah, exactly.
So one of my favorite songs to share with them, her, is Black Boy Fly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a close song.
Dog, that song is inspirational, it's dope. It kind of just taps into that whole feeling, like I see you cutting the grass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When cars riding by, you feel me?
Yeah.
Just give me a little bit about, you know what I'm saying, why that song might be so important.
Yeah, man, that song touched on so many bases. Really just being almost, what's the word I'm looking for? Shelled in your own cage of thinking that nothing positive will come out.
Yeah.
You know, around you, and being so afraid that the people that you see successful in your neighborhood, they'll be the last ones you ever see successful. So it's almost like, man, you know, I hope. I hope to God that they ain't the last ones.
Right.
You know, and you know, when you look around and the people that have been successful, you're not jealous of their actual success. I wasn't jealous of their actual success. I was jealous of the fact that, you know, they might so happen to be the last one and we might be stuck here. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that, man. And that was really one of my closest songs.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Honestly, I got a lot of songs I could really tap into a little bit. You on Section 80, you did Keisha's song.
Yeah, Keisha's.
And then you came back on Good Kid, Mad City and made reference to Keisha's song.
Yeah.
I'm tripping right now. Give me the title.
Sing About Me.
Sing About Me. Yeah. Right. Yo, Sing About Me. Just the way you ended each one of those verses was definitely so dope. When I'm hearing these stories, how much of this is your creative, you know what I'm saying, just point of view versus the actual incidents that happened?
It's more like 100% for this album.
Yeah? Everything, 100% real.
Yeah. You
getting jumped when you pulled over the shorty house and all that, huh?
Everything plays into a time frame.
Right.
In some way, so it definitely had to be. Yeah. That's why it's really, like, the world love it, and they understand it, but the people back home, when they listen to it, like, man, you're crazy. How you put this whole thing in this 12 songs,
right?
You know, so they really bugged out and tripped out.
You can listen to the album like a movie, like, and a lot of people have not done things like putting these skits together and tying one song into the next for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought that was pretty dope. Let me just ask you, you know what I mean, a couple of random things, man. When's the last time Kendrick Lamar cried, man?
Last time I cried? Probably not too long ago. I just did this one song that was real inspiring.
Right.
You know, to myself. Probably dropped a couple tears in the booth.
Yeah.
I don't know about cry like a boo-hoo.
Nah, but I feel you got a little teary-eyed, you know what I mean? It touched something.
Yeah, thinking it was one particular line. I probably said that it really just sparked my my emotion.
Right.
My thug passion.
Right. Can you share it, or you want to wait till you drop the song?
I'll probably wait till I drop it. I don't know if it ever come out. Most likely songs like that probably don't even be coming out.
So what do you do with those? I always wonder what people do with the songs that don't come out.
Man, they just be in the votes. I just be listening to them.
Right.
They be for my own personal pleasure.
Understood.
Yeah.
You know, obviously Shireen was somebody that was in your life. You know what I'm saying? When's the last time you felt a way about a chick like you felt about Shireen?
About Shireen? Probably since then, since like high school.
Yeah, and ain't been no other chick since then?
Nah, not since then. A lot of people think that you get in the industry and then I don't really get to see nobody like be moving so much. I don't really get to meet everybody like that. So,
that's understood.
Yeah, I'll be so focused on what I'm doing. So yeah, probably since then.
No doubt.
I learned a lesson though.
No doubt.
You know, can't judge book by its cover.
It's funny, man. I just had an incident similar. It's a little bit different. We was in Cali last weekend, except for we was in Oakland and San Fran. And a friend of mine met some chicks at the club and ended up walking off with them. Yeah. Separating himself from the group. I said, dog, I don't know if you want to leave. We out here. We don't know nobody out here. I said, you got to watch yourself. You know what I mean? Somebody stole him, took his phone, and the whole nine.
Oh, see?
You know what I mean?
See? That's all the time.
Yeah, and it made me think about, you know what I mean, your album skit. Yeah.
And that was the simplest form of it, right? It's getting his phone stolen. It worse, so you take that experience and keep it in the back of his head.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
One more question, man. Did you ever get the van back to your parents? What's up with the van?
Gotta get the van back. We gotta wait and see. I don't know.
right, man. A quick 5 minutes with Kendrick Lamar,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Right here on the Wild Hour, Santillian, 5 for the beat. I've been David, man. Definitely appreciate your time, homie.
Thank you for having me.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.